Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lumber coming back at you with another beer. This is a beer that the variants change every year, but it's a beer that I haven't even really thought about in quite some time. There was one year where I actually went out and tried to get all the variants, but that was a bit ago. This is Bolero Snort. Bolero Snort. This is their Bergen County Bull Stout. BCBS. They, I don't know if they release it on Black Friday, but they release it around this time of year. This is the Brewer's Reserve variant, which is just Core 4 Imperial Stout aged in barrels. It doesn't say which. Just says select bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout. 11.3% alcohol by volume. Yeah, so I think on their Instagram post it specifically said, because when I saw these, I was like, oh, I haven't seen those in a while. And I had to look up the variants to see if there were nuts in anything, because of Katie, you know. And yeah. So I saw that this one was just an Imperial Stout barrel aged, and I was like, that's the one I'm gonna get. Because I think there was one of them was something caramel and something coconut. Or maybe that was one of them, coconut caramel. I don't know. But yeah. So it's been a while. It's been It's been a while. Actually, let me see if I can. I don't know if you can see that. The label is kind of hard to read. But Bergen County Bull Stout 2023 Brewer's Reserve variant. So let us do the thing. Okay. A little bit of cola vibes on this. A little bit. Yeah. A little bit of cola vibes. But yeah, that looks like an Imperial Stout. I don't know if it's just me, but there's an almost purplish tint to that head. I mean, it's brown, but maybe it's just because the Oddbird stuff is purple. I'm just, yeah, it's pretty dark, but I think there is some brown in that. Let's see what it smells like. Chocolate. Big chocolate. Bourbon. A nice roastiness. I'm getting the way the bourbon is coming off, I don't know if I'm getting barrel, or if it's from the bourbon that I'm getting a wood character from. Because yeah, I think I might be. There's a subtle hint of a charriness And maybe a little bit of like a nutty thing. And then there was something else I was going to say. Oh, there is a little bit of vanilla in there as well. I wasn't getting it at first, but it is in there. It smells pretty good. So let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Yeah, that follows the nose pretty closely, but there is a berry thing in this that is really nice. It's coming off more like a dark berry, blackberry, maybe blueberry. It's weird because sometimes I'll have beers kind of close to each other and they'll have very similar like either aromatics or tasting notes or both, and I feel like I'm making it up in my head because I've have two beers that happen to have similar characteristics close to each other. Because I just had a stout yesterday, 2 days ago. That was similar to this with that berry note. It was a little bit different. This one's not as big, but it is there. Yeah, again, I don't know if that wood is coming from the bourbon itself. Because part of me wants to say that when I looked it up, it was Woodford Reserve double oaked. Or at least that was part of it. And I imagine that you would get a nice oak barrel character off of something that was aged in a double oaked barrel. That might be like I said, it's similar to the nose, but there might be some of that might be barrel because I'm getting a little bit of a dryness in here, a drying character. Yeah, that nutty thing it's not really nutty in the taste. And I think it might be part of the barrel that it's coming off like that. I wish I could remember what the thing was. I'm not going to look it up because it's going to take me too long. I'll probably put it in the I'll probably look it up when I post this and I'll put it down in the description. Yeah. Chocolate. More of a, there is some vanilla in there, but there is like a caramel toffee kind of thing. Yeah. It's pretty smooth. It has a it's It's a little thin, but it has a nice mouthfeel. So, Katie just heard me say mouthfeel and she said ew. But there is like a little bit of like a fluffiness to it. A little fluffy creaminess. So that's nice. And there is actually on the back, there is a little bit of like a cola kind of thing to it as well. In the taste. That's interesting. Yeah. I'm glad I picked this up because this is, I think it was like $12 for this. And they had a couple other variants, but they sounded way too sweet for me. So I did not bother. But yeah. It's nice to have this again. Ooh. I'd started getting a like marshmallowy kind of vanilla thing in the way aftertaste. Yeah, a little bit of roasty coffee kind of thing. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. So yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're doing well. Taking care of yourselves. Taking care of each other. You can like this video if you'd like to. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can follow me on Instagram. 93lumber. That's spelled out. 93lumber. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.